Hey guys, welcome to a video. Today's video is entitled What's in My Bag, because the most common question that I get asked by people is what kind of stethoscope I have and what kind of stuff I take on the ward. So this is my bag. It's a little small bag that I got in a market in London somewhere, and it's small enough to fit all the little things that I need for the ward. In the UK, doctors don't wear white coats anymore because of infection control purposes. So you find that junior doctors especially girl junior doctors will have a little bag that they carry around with them on the ward that has all the things that they need. So without further ado, I'm just going to show you guys what I carry in my bag. So the first thing I have is my lanyard here. It's not something I carry in my bag. Usually I have it around my neck here, but on the lanyard I have my badge, obviously, and it has a little sticker at the back which I got when I did pediatric clinic, which is really cool. I also have this little thing which is an early warning score thing. We have a system like that in the UK where you can score patients based on their observations. So for example, their temperature, their blood pressure, their pulse, their respiratory rate, and how alert they are. And usually nursing staff use this, and depending on how bad the patient is, they will score some sort of number using this card, using this system, and depending on how bad they are, they will alert the doctor, and the doctor will come and review the patient. And that's usually that's widespread across the UK, I think, and you find that different hospitals have different sort of systems, but it's essentially the same sort of information that they monitor. I also have a watch on here, and this is my Daniel Wellington watch. Focus, yeah, kind of vaguely. Okay, so this is my Daniel Wellington watch, and I have this because obviously, as well as not being allowed to have white coats because of infection control, you're not allowed to have anything on your arms or anything. So you can't wear watches because again, you can transfer bacteria with that. And finally, I have a pen because I'm obviously always writing stuff in patient notes and during ward round and things like that. But usually my lanyard, which is from the BMA, is around my neck, and obviously my card allows me to have access to every single place in the hospital, so I can just swipe in and swipe out if I need to. So that's my lanyard. Next is my stethoscope, which is this one. It's a Cardiology 3 stethoscope. I'll link down below in the description bar where I got it, but I literally wanted an all black type thing, but I think now I'm gonna get a pink one, and it would be a little bit funkier. But this is my stethoscope. I got this in first year of medical school, and I paid quite a lot of money for it, I'll be honest. And the reason I did is because I wanted a good stethoscope that was going to allow me to hear all the heart sounds and things like that, and I didn't want to buy a not so good one so that I'd have to buy another one later on. So this is stood me in good stead for the last 6 years that I've had it. So and I'm gonna obviously use it when I start my job in a few weeks time. I'm actually doing a cardiology job, so I'm really happy that I decided to get a good-ish stethoscope, because this is still pretty good. Okay, so next in my bag I have books. So usually I have one or the other. This one is the Oxford Handbook for the Foundation Programme. As I said, I'm going to be starting my job in a few weeks time. So usually if I'm on the ward and I'm asked to do something that I don't know how to do, or if I need to just refresh my memory, then this book is incredibly good, because it has all the things that you probably encounter as a junior doctor, and you can literally just open it up and you have one page on sort of anything, one page on epilepsy, everything you need to do as a junior doctor, the role that you take in a patient with epilepsy if they present to you. It also has practical procedures like how to do echocardiograms, how to do suturing, how to deliver a baby, things like that. So this is a really handy book for anybody who's a final year medical student, and also anybody who's going to be starting their foundation program. So I recommend this book. The other book that I have, which is, as I said, I carry either or, is this, which is the Oxford Handbook of clinical medicine. And this is really handy in that it's really detailed and it tells you basically everything you need to know about anything. So for example, I'll just open a page here and not that page. Okay, so let's open a page. So for example, this is a page on weak legs and cord compression, and it's going to tell you everything that you're going to need to know about it, you know, what causes it, the symptoms of it, how to treat it and things like that, and also emergency treatment of stuff. So this is another really good book. I used to carry this more when I wasn't in final year, because it's a lot more detailed and I spend more time reading from this book sort of in between patients. So for example, if I encountered a patient who had something that I hadn't have heard of or something that I hadn't done for a few years, so for example, say I met a patient with TB and I wanted to know what kind of medication that they needed, then this book would be something that I would refer to most of the time as a student in the younger years. But as I said, now that I'm final year, I usually use this one because it's more relevant to me now, because I'm going to be a foundation year 1 doctor in a few weeks. Okay, so the next thing I have in my bag is hand cream. So I have this from the Body Shop, and it's a Wild Rose hand cream with SPF 15. And I have hand cream because my hands are so dry. The way that I wash my hands in between patients, obviously because you have to, but by the end of the ward round, for example, my hands are literally crispy dry. So I need to have this to you know, moisturize and, you know, not make my hands look like some ratchet thing. So yeah, definitely hand cream. Okay, so next thing is some, can you see, some shine absorbent sheets. These are Kleenex shine absorbent sheets, and they're powder free, and I have these because I suffer from excess oil on my face. I have such an oily face, and sometimes it's ridiculous. By mid-morning I'm needing to dab my face off with this. So I'm just going to show you one of them. So you open it, and you can just peel one off, and then all you need to do is to dab your face, usually my nose like this, and my chin, and then you can just discard it and you're okay, you're shine free. So this is what I have in my bag. Next thing I have, okay, so I'm, you know, getting a little bit sparse. Okay, I have some money, and obviously some money, some paper money, as well as some coin money, because especially, ooh, I don't know if you can see, there you go, especially if you do night shifts, when the canteen is closed, you're going to need to have some sort of coin money in order to use a vending machine, because usually the vending machine either cannot take your cash, or, you know, the card bit of the machine is dead. So you need some coinage in your bag in order to you know, buy some crisps or something on a night shift. So I have coins. What else do I have in my bag? Oh, okay, I have a USB stick, and I have this because sometimes you're asked to do some presentations for the department or for the doctors. So currently I'm doing a placement in oncology, and I'm doing an audit on guideline development for the acute oncology service. So you know, I have my presentations on here because usually I email myself the presentation, but sometimes, you know, email doesn't open or whatever. So I always have this as a contingency plan. And final thing I have in my bag is some Vaseline. Okay, so as I said, dry lips, dry hands, it's not a good look. So I have some Vaseline in my bag, you know, obviously just to touch up my lips all the time when I need to. And that's about it, guys. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Let me know what other videos you want me to do, and I'll get to them. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.